Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Today's video is about the hated responsible man. It's very interesting as I go about my daily business dealing with, life situations and seeing how people react to me. Uh, they can't stand a lot of, and it's what's so funny is not only the women, but the men hate the fact that I did not put myself in a situation where I'm enslaved to the gynocracy and the system. Uh, I had one situation where I was just explaining how I made the choice to have a vasectomy. I made the personal choice to have a vasectomy on my own and basically take it out of a woman's hands if she was going to get pregnant by me or not. One particular coworker at the job made just the fuck statement. She goes, "This nigga's fugazi," because I didn't put myself in the uh, system, or I guess become enslaved financially. And I think this lady has about 5 or 6 kids, so she's like, oh well, she's been dealing with the craziness of her life. Her daughter got caught up in some shit, and had to bail her damn daughter out. So obviously that was a winning situation, single motherhood. But everybody can't stand a man who's just basically able to do what he wants to when he wants. Guy at my job, 9 fucking kids, and this guy doesn't like me. And I mean, I can go about do again. This guy dislikes me, and I know why he doesn't like me. Everybody thinks I should have had about 4 or 5 kids, paid out thousands of dollars a month in child support, and that should have been the thing. You should have put yourself in the system and just made all these irresponsible moves in life. Oh, woe is me. So sad. I can save my money. Do what I want to when I want to. Oh, woe is me. Sorry you didn't come to that same conclusion when you're out here freeballing and busting nuts in everybody. That's a personal problem. I got to see my dad go through hell doing that bullshit. I wasn't interested. I wasn't interested. I wasn't trying to go there. That wasn't something I was trying to do for myself financially. You know, I used to get on the bus and the guys would tell me how much money they were paying in the child support. And this was back in the day, and these guys were paying thousands of dollars in child support. And I listened. There was no need for me to get involved and just go out here free willying it out here, free balling it out here, just bust nuts everywhere. I listened to every single word I heard of these men, you know, going through just basically giving away their money because for a few moments of sexual gratification. And from what I heard, it wasn't worth it. It really wasn't. You know, and I've had a lot of fun in my life. I've dealt, dealing with women. I had a roommate. Hell, I was having my cake and eating it too. I had a female roommate. She was paying rent, and I was getting them goodies whenever I felt like it. She did her thing. I mean, I'm not a possessive dude. I'm not. Jealous either. So it worked out perfectly. Hell, even had one time where the girlfriend came in the house and I was screwing her and the goddamn roommate. And the girlfriend, she didn't know the difference. But what did it matter? I'm not married, so. But yeah, the attitudes of my neighbors. I come in, I do what I want to, I go to work every day. I don't hurt anybody. And the females here hate me for some reason. Oh, I know why. Because I can do whatever the heck I want to when I want to. They can't stand it. They don't talk to me. They treat me as if I were a leper. You know? You know how it is, or maybe you don't. You know, females are extra friendly, a little more friendlier to you when you have a bunch of children and you got, you know, all these responsibilities and things you have to do for the gynocracy. You know, but when you're a man who just can come and go as he pleases, have a woman whenever he wants. I had one neighbor trying to get me to asking me questions about, you know, basically trying to see if I'd be a good match for her daughter. And I'm just like, you know, she asked me, oh, yeah, you date women with children? I'm like, no, I don't. Oh, well, she's 13. The daughter's 13. I was like, no, I can't do that. You know, got to be grown and gone out of the house. That's out of the question. Out of the question. You know, basically thinking because I didn't have any responsibilities that I might want some or I might want to give away my money. No, thanks. No, thank you, man. We're not doing that. We're done. My 20s are over. I did that all in my 20s, early 20s, late 20s, till I got the hint. You know, what's all this? You know, giving away these finances for? What am I doing? What was I doing? Being girlfriend, you know, being the boyfriend rather to these ladies with children, and what was I doing? Going out on dates, taking everybody out. What was I doing? I wasn't married. I wasn't doing anything. Hell, even the whole uh, boyfriend girlfriend situation, I had to rethink that because I had a girlfriend. I mean, I used to spend lots of money and just gift her. I mean, and it wasn't bad. She wasn't a bad chick. She was older, so she knew her role and she knew her place. Um, you know, she was ferocious in bed. It was. I had like two or three jobs, and let me tell you, I would go over there and was tired, and I got elbowed one time for falling asleep. She was ferocious, and that was probably the only chick I would probably wife up because you know she knew her role. She cooked, she cleaned, but being down here in Straglina, once again, it's not too many know their role, and it's probably you know a unicorn. There are really very you know I don't think there are any unicorns down here in Straglina. Um, they all have kids, so that's basically the same as all of them. You know, everybody got freaking kids, so you're waiting for all. You know, if you're trying to date somebody, you're waiting on for all the kids to grow up and get out of the house. You know, I was at the farmers market the other day getting my fruit. You know, and you know, this lady short, thick, something, just walking around. I'm just like, damn, she's just in my view, but I generally don't make approaches because I don't want the frowned up face. If I when I find out she has kids, I already know what I'm gonna do. I'm not even gonna deal with it. I may even take a number, but I try to get through to a roundabout way to ask and see if they have children because I'm not interested in the whole dealing with children, women, and children anymore. We're done with that. Like I said before, we're done with that. But yeah, I don't make, and that's why I don't make cold approaches anymore. I don't go out of my way, you know, trying to get numbers and such. It's just no point. For what? Because I know what I appear as. I mean, I'm a responsible dude that goes to work, you know, and you're responsible, you know, you appear as, you know, I meet a lot of chicks who think you're the beta male provider. Yeah, and then even the chicks that say, well, I don't want children, are lying. Because as soon as I tell them I had a vasectomy, their thoughts about me changes immediately. They think something's wrong, or I take the control out of their hands. They can't slip that baby in on me because ain't nothing coming out of here. I shoot nothing but blanks. But what I found is I stopped telling them that. You know, if I really wanted to get serious, chick, I wouldn't tell her I had a vasectomy anyway. There would be no point. It is what it is. But back to the dislike of the individual, the independent male, as it were. You know how these women like to say, "Oh, I'm an independent woman." However retarded that sounds. But being a independent male, I don't know. That sounds stupid. But just being a male of, uh, on his purpose is what I'll say. I'm a male on my purpose. And people hate it. They hate it. They despise you for being on your purpose, not having extra baggage. You are beholden to no one. You can go and come as you please. I mean, and what's so sad is even the other men hate it. That's the saddest thing. And instead of being bogged down with all these extra responsibilities, you got a nice fat bank account. And you're able to basically do what you need to do. You know, you're basically able to do what you need to do. When you need to do it for. I don't need to go to anybody. I can stack my bread in peace. I got cash in the bank. You know what I'm saying? If something happens for a few months, I can chill. I like that, and that's because I don't have any attachments, and I call it zero attachments. I don't have to worry about taking a broad out for a date. There's no need. If I want cooch, I know how to go get it. It's pretty easy here in Atlanta. It's pretty easy. You know. But dating here, yeah. Guys, if you're from somewhere else, don't even waste your time coming here thinking that's what it's for. And if you're in the South, yeah, come here, make your money. If you're in the South, Alabama, Florida's, if you're in Alabama, a lot of people cross over the Alabama state line to come here and make the money, and they go back to Alabama. And that's the bet, really your best bet, because dating here is for shit. It just really is. It just really is. But, on my purpose, just on my purpose. When you go out about on your purpose, it's problematic. People hate it. Zero attachments. You move on your own. You move for yourself. My stepmother, oh my God. And it's so funny. Step parents are funny because you know who they are a lot. Sometimes if you're naive, you don't know who they are. But if you know who they are, then it's just awesome. And what's so funny is my dad, the blue pill cuck that he is, they run around, and I'm not invited to a lot of the gatherings because I helped my dad when he needed help. And the stepdaughter hates me because I helped my father. Imagine that. My dad, when he got sick of taking care of everybody and he just was about fed up with it, uh, you know, he called me and I came to his aid because that's my dad. And now my dad, they don't invite me to the house, no family gatherings because the stepdaughter doesn't like me. Oh, boo hoo. Oh, for shame. And I don't give a shit. I tell you what, I made the mistake of telling them when I was in the car and telling them basically I don't date single mothers anymore. And they all got offended. They got offended. Like, I'm dating for you? Am I dating for you? Am I dating for your enjoyment or am I dating for me? I'm just. Oh, you're so selfish. Oh, you're just a terrible person. No, I don't think so. And this comes back to personal agency, being your own man, doing what you need to do for yourself. It ain't about anybody else, cause nobody give a shit about you out here. Nothing. Cause I ain't gonna be with you when you're goddamn taking care of all those bills for those children that ain't yours, and they love it. Let's go back to the Russell Wilson effect. Russell Wilson's mom actually told him, "Oh, that's great that you're dating this single mother. Ain't no man in this fucking worth his salt would tell another man, his son, to date a single mother. It's out of the question, especially if he had means like Russell Wilson." And now Russell Wilson has become the prototype. These single mothers think that they can get a Russell Wilson. Keep dreaming, ladies. Keep dreaming. Hilarious. Basically, live life on your own terms. Be responsible. You got a kid, take care of him. And basically, wait. If you really want children, wait till you're older. You got time. And healthy man can take, basically, have kids until late in their freaking 50s. So there's no rush, really. Be on your purpose, make your money, stack your bread, invest, get real estate. Stay out of usury if you can, but be on your purpose. Though women are great, but they come and go. They come and go. Just remember, nobody likes a guy who's really, has personal responsibility. He's just basically didn't make all the dumbass mistakes that they didn't make. Keep yourself out of the purview of the system if you can, for as long as you can. Strap up, fellas. Protect yourselves, protect your assets, and live life on your own terms. That's my video for today. Have a great one.